everybody! Today we are going to be making more flowers. Today we're going to be making some beautiful ribbon flowers that I learned how to do at this year's Stampin' Up! Convention from Carrie Cudney. They look really hard, but they're not. They're fantastically easy and they're actually very, very fast. I absolutely love these flowers. So I'll set those aside, and I'm sorry I'm using retired ribbon, but I wanted to make sure that you could see it up against the white background. So what you need is any length of ribbon. It kind of depends on how big your flower is going to be. I've been using between 12 and 16 inches of ribbon. You need one circle from any color cardstock with the 1 3/4 inch circle punch, or if you want a smaller circle flower, you can use a smaller punch. It kind of decides on the flower that you're going to be doing. And then you also need sticky pages, and I thought this time I would show you a little bit bigger size. It still goes out. It's a 12 by 12 sheet that you can get from Stampin' Up. These are absolutely great. And since my last tutorial, I have figured out a much less stress-free way of getting these circles. Last time I said to go ahead and punch it out with the punch, but my punch doesn't do it very easily. So I thought I would show you how I have been doing it since my last tutorial. I've actually been just taking the white piece off, which, if you can hear, the sticky stuff is still on the red side. And then I've just been sticking the circle directly on the page, and then just taking my paper snips and cutting it out. And then I stick, if you hold it correctly, you can stick it like this onto your finger and kind of pull it down as you're cutting, so it's not sticking to your sticker or your scissors. Sticking to your scissors, that's a tongue twister. And pulling it around so it doesn't create a bunch of problems for you. And it makes it a little bit faster to cut. And I am getting stuck just a little bit, but not much. See how much easier and how much faster that was than having to try to punch it out with a punch that doesn't want to do it? So, and that's all you need for your circle. Now your ribbon, you want to get some good ribbon scissors. You have the seam along here, you just want to cut it almost to that seam. Not quite, but almost. And just make little snips going all the way down your piece of ribbon that you've got. Okay? Now you can leave it square like this. It'll give you a little bit different look, but I've noticed that if you kind of trim the edges, kind of round them just a little bit, they don't have to be perfect, but just a little, it'll give you a much prettier petal looking shape. But through the magic of TV, I already have one done. Yay! So after that, you get all of that done. You want to go ahead and hold it with something because your heat gun's going to get extremely hot. Oops, I need to turn this around. And you just hold it down and turn on your heat gun. I'll try to talk over the heat gun, but you just wait till it heats up. And see, it's starting, I hope you can see this, it's starting to crinkle up a little bit from the heat. And then this will also keep your sides that you trimmed off from fraying as well. And you just do that all the way down. So I won't do the whole thing so that this isn't incredibly long. And again, by miracle of TV, I have one done. So you will notice that some will crinkle a little bit differently than others and crinkle a little bit more, but that's okay. So once you have that done, you take your circle with the sticky page on it, and you go ahead and peel the red part off, just like that. And then you take this and you just go around the edges and just stick it all the way down. And you just keep going around. Woo. And this does come off fairly easy. The ribbon actually comes off a little bit easier than your fingers do. And you can probably hear my daughter in the background yelling. She's having a good time. And you just keep going around. I actually made my daughter, who's in the background screaming and playing, a headband with these today as well, in pink and white. And I will go ahead and put that on my blog today as well. And it will kind of twist around in circles, so you want to make sure that when you're putting this on, that you put it on, that you're getting your petals right, because it will twist kind of like this. Okay, so that's what that part looks like. I didn't have quite enough blue ribbon here. So it's actually really easy to just take another piece that you have done and add it in without it being too incredibly noticeable, if noticeable at all. Because you can always just swirl it around. And then again, just snip it off wherever you need to. And then again, you can always just take, if you have a little bit left over like this, but you don't want it to be messed up, you can always take your mini glue dots, peel one off, and just put it to the underside, and then just kind of place that wherever you want to. And I usually try to crinkle it up a little bit so that it looks like it's supposed to be that way, you know, those little mistakes that you make and they're just kind of there. And then I also used one of the new Stampin' Up! Right pearls to stick in the center. And there you go. Voila, a beautiful ribbon flower. And that took just minutes to do. So I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. I hope you will have fun making all of your own ribbon flowers. Have a good day. Happy stampin'!